Most people spend hours creating Instagram posts one by one. In this video, I'm going to show you how I create an entire week's worth of carousel posts in Canva using one simple workflow. Perfect if you're just a beginner. If you're new here, my name is Laiken and I help people who feel intimidated by technology learn simple digital skills that can help them to build confidence online. So let's jump into ChatGPT. And you're just going to copy and paste the prompt or create your own prompt. If you want the exact prompt that I use, hit the link in the description below and I will pop it over to you. So as you can see here, it's given me 4 columns and it's giving me 25 different topics. So this means this is 25 Instagram posts that I didn't even create myself. There we go. Okay. Look at that. Quick. So let's scroll up to the top. We've got the topic. We've got part 1, part 2, and the CTA. Okay, now we jump into Canva and you're going to click on create at the top left hand side. You're going to look for a TikTok video. You're going to click on it and there's your clean canvas. So on the left hand side, you're going to scroll down to find apps. Now over here, you can search for whatever app you want. I've got a whole lot, but we're not going to look at those now. Let's just scroll down until you see the one that says videos. Click on that. Now we need a background for your video. Pick something to do with your niche, relationships, wealth, health, anything. So let's use stressed for mine. And there's a whole lot. Beautiful videos, except they're all landscape and we need a portrait video. So I really like this one, but it's landscape. Let's take this guy over here on the right-hand side. He looks pretty stressed. Shame. So you're going to click on that. Perfect. Now at the bottom here, you will see that this video is 11 seconds. I want mine to be 7. So I'm going to go ahead and look for 7 and I'm going to click. And then I'm just going to drag that video and cut it to 7 seconds. You can drag this over here and let's watch the 7-second video. Oh, shame. I feel so bad for this guy. Cute. And there you go. Okay, now. So on the left-hand side, we're going to go ahead and click on text, and then we're going to add 4 text boxes. Okay, now let's zoom in a little bit so we can see what's going on. And then the first text box, we're going to rename it topic. Okay, the second one, we're going to rename part 1. The third is going to be part 2. And this last one is going to be CTA. So let's zoom out again. Okay, so the topic is going to go to the top. And then that one we can make a little bit bigger, like that. Okay, like that. And then I'm just going to change that font. So you can change the font to anything. Make sure it's nice and legible. It's a nice big font because this is your hook. Okay, so it's got to stand out. Okay, then we have part 1. So part 1, we're going to move up, not over his face, like that. Don't worry that you can't see it. We're going to fix that now. Okay, so first let's change the font. I personally like Bisky, so let's use Bisky. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, now let's use the effects button over here. You can use any of these, but I like background. So now it's given me an ugly yellow. So you can make it a little bit transparent. And let's make the yellow a better color, brown. Okay. Nice. Okay, and then we're going to do the same with part 2. So again, using the background effect, we're going to change the yellow to brown. And we're going to bring the transparency down. And that's that. Now we've got Bisky there on part 1. So let's use Bisky again on part 2. Let's move that down to the bottom and not right at the bottom because I want my CTA at the bottom. So let's put it there. Okay. Then we're going to use the CTA. So we're going to change the font again to Bisky and the effect background. I want this one to be white. It also needs to stand out a little bit more. So let's put it white and then right at the bottom. Just like that. Okay, now you're going to highlight the text boxes. Make sure you only highlight the text boxes. And then at the top right, you're going to click on animate. And now you can use any of these to animate your text boxes. But I like to use the fade option. Now, when you click on this fade option, you are going to have the option to use a fade on both the enter and the exit, or just enter or just the exit. You can change the speed, you can change the way that it fades in, by word, by character, by line, or by element. I'm just going to leave it on element. Okay. That's perfect. Now we need to separate our boxes. So the topic, we want the topic to be the whole video through. So while the whole video plays, we're going to have the topic there. Then we're going to change part 1 to be the first 3 seconds of the video, just like that. Okay, then part 2, we're going to pull it to start once the part 1 has exited, just like that. Okay. And now if you are a perfectionist and you need it to be 3-3-1, you can do it 3-3-1 like this. Just pull that one in. So then it's 3 seconds part 1, 3 seconds part 2, and 1 second CTA. But I'm not a perfectionist. So excuse me, but I'm going to be scrolling these just a little bit different. And I want my part 1 to come in after the video starts. So let's have a look. There we go. And then the CTA is going to come. Perfect. Now, if you're happy with that, you're going to go to the left-hand side and click on Apps again. Then you're going to look for Bulk Create. Click on that. And then over here, you're going to scroll down, ignore all of this, and you're going to click on Enter Data Manually. Then you'll see it's automatically put in a whole bunch of stuff here, which you're not going to use. So we're just going to delete all of these. Delete, 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 delete. Like that. Now we're going to pop over to ChatGPT. Over here on ChatGPT, you're going to copy everything inside this table. So you're literally going to highlight all of this. Make sure that you copy the topic, part 1, part 2, and the CTA as well. Then you're going to right click anywhere on the blue highlighted part. And you're going to copy, and then you're going to go over to Canva. You're going to click on the first block of this table, and you're literally just going to say paste. Magic. And everything is there. Okay, now you'll see at the top here, it's put these in the columns as well. So what you're going to do is you're going to double click on this gray area, and you're going to change this to topic. You're going to change the next one to part 1. You're going to change the next one to part 2. And then you're going to change the last one to CTA. Now you can delete that first row, just like that. And now if you scroll all the way to the bottom, you have 25 lines. You're going to say done. Okay. Now we've got this canvas again. So you're going to come back to the front and you're going to literally click on topic. Then you're going to right click on topic and you're going to say connect data. Then this is the topic 1. So you're going to click on topic and it connects the topic on the purple here on the left hand side. Then you're going to do the same for part 1. Right click on part 1, connect data, and you're going to click on part 1. Then you're going to do the same for part 2. Right click, connect data, part 2. And the last one is CTA. Right click, connect data, and CTA. Now, if you come to the left-hand side, you'll see all of these have turned purple. Now, before you hit the continue button, come to the 3 dots just next to it. Click on that, and here's where you can change the way you save it. So 1 design with multiple pages or 25 individual designs. Now, this is where you're going to save your project, and then when you are ready, you go ahead and click continue, and then you're just going to confirm that everything is right, and then hit the create button. Now, this is where the magic happens. So this is your first slideshow. Now, as you can see, the text boxes look a little bit funny, but that's okay. You're just going to move these around. You're going to fix them. It's much easier than having to do it all from scratch. So that one looks good. Then I'm just going to change that I to a capital I. Nice. Let's see how this works. So we're going to hit the play button. Looks good. Okay, next one. Part 2, we're going to move up. Again, we need to make the text box just a little bit wider. Like that. Fix punctuation. All good. Okay, and then let's hit play. Next one, CTA is off the screen. So let's make that text box a bit wider and then just make the text a little bit smaller. Just like that. There we go. Perfect. Now let's start the video again. Time struggle. Let's move that up a little bit. There we go. Nice. Let's go. I mean, how fast was this? Now, if you want to save it, you're going to go and hit the share button at the top. Then you're going to click on download over here. And then you're going to select the pages that you want to download. I unselect all of them and I generally just download the one that I'm using for the day. So for today, page 1, download, keep it at MP4, keep the quality the same, and then just hit download. Easy peasy. If this helped you, I'd love it if you would smash that like button and go ahead and subscribe, because every Monday and Wednesday I share simple tech tutorials for everyday normal people who aren't naturally techie. And if you would like my free beginner's guide, which walks you step by step through everything, comment the word guide down below and then go and check your social media inbox, because I'm going to give you access to that free tutorial.